Today we're going to continue to talk about the things that you can do at home while sheltering in place. No matter what you're doing at home these days, it's a good time to organize. So I have 5 tips. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Kimberly Diprima of Diprima Homes, a realtor with Option Realty Group here in Chicago's far western burbs of the Fox Valley area. Let's take one task at a time. There's an opportunity to use your time at home for things you wouldn't normally have had time for in your pre-coronavirus routine. Cleaning, organizing, and reflecting on your material possessions will help you feel productive. We're all going to be aware of the things that we really need, and we might find that some of the clutter we've held on to for these years do nothing for us, even when we're living through this crisis. That tells us it's okay to purge and make space for other necessities. On the other hand, we might find out that we need to make space in our homes for the items we never thought we needed until now. These 5 tips are things that I've done or need to do. So let's dive in with number 1, organizing your pantry. As we've been home for a while, you may now gotten your pantry a little out of control, like mine. So this week I reviewed some organization ideas and reorganized my pantry. I've always kept like items together, so the spices, canned goods, oils, vinegars, baking supplies, cereals, etc. They were always together, so that wasn't an issue. But they did suggest using baskets, jars, crates, bins, lazy susans, and container to optimize your space. So I took an unused basket from the storage container and I used that in my pantry. I took some things out of their original boxes, really freed up some of that shelf space. It's also suggested to start by pulling everything out and marking expiration dates. Take an inventory of your shelf-stable essentials and what you might need more of and what you might have an excess of. Then you can consider reaching out to elderly family or friends or donating what you don't need. It's also a great opportunity to wipe down your pantry and the cupboards before you start putting everything back in it. I also reorganized my freezer. You know it's important to rotate your foods, consuming the oldest first so that nothing goes to waste. My second tip is to organize your closet. Over the winter, I turned on Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. So take a deep dive into your closet. Try everything on, consider donating clothes that you haven't worn in a year or more. Neatly fold everything up, keeping things together by activity, style, or color. Maybe have a box of things that are seasonal, like large coats. Use a fancy container for your scarves. Give a little more space in your closet to breathe. You can also get creative and repurpose older items. Crop off an old sweatshirt. Iron on a patch on faded jeans. Tie-dye a t-shirt. If you have old t-shirts that you're holding on to because they're memorabilia, make them into a quilt. Sort through your entertainment collection. Do an inventory of your old books, movies, and games. Find efficient places to store them. Discover some old favorites to pass the time and donate the items you no longer want to enjoy at this time. Consider donating them to a youth center, retirement home, or a children's hospital. This might be the time to let go of the old CDs and VHS tapes, things that take up space and have limited use. You may find you don't need a lot of the older movies that are now available streaming services like Netflix. I personally did the books last year. I still have to tackle the music and movies. My 4th tip is to pass the time with time. Go through your photo collection, both physical and digital. Going through your photos is the perfect time-consuming project for social distancing. You'll get to reminisce and remember the good times while also making it easier for your future self to create albums or find specific photos. Now is a great time to do a clean out of your digital photos. Delete all those miscellaneous ones, the eyes blinked, the ones that you've got 15 of, and dwindle down all those. If you have time, take it a step further and decide which ones you want to share. You can create a book and share with your family in a cloud account. This can be a great time to share family stories with children or grandchildren and ask older family members to share their memories. You can then take those photos and work on unfinished baby books, photo albums, or even scrapbooks. My fifth one is to head out into the garage. You know how all that random gear, tools, and remnants from past moves, they often find their way to the garage. Let's clean it, organize it, and then you'll have some physical activity for some exercise and some fresh air. The garage tends to collect more dirt, dust, and grime than any place else. So empty out the garage, sweep, and hose it down. Before you fill it back up again, though, go through everything and decide what you want to keep, sell, donate, or get rid of. Sort things by category and plan out where you want to store the different item groups. Utilize shelves and hanging things to create vertical space. We have a shelf above our garage door that spans the width of the whole garage. You can drill a couple holes into the ceiling or the garage beams that are really heavy. They'll hold bikes. They take up precious floor space otherwise. Consolidate similar items like Christmas decorations into large bins and get creative with your containers. Use an old paint can, a gum container, a filing cabinet. They can all hold small little trinkets or tools. And if you have a garden, lucky you, spring is the perfect time to organize all those pots, tools, and other gear that you so ready need when you're ready to plant those flowers and veggies. So to create a wall storage, you need to install some pegboard. Easy DIY chore that you can do in mere minutes. To determine the size of the pegboard, lay all the tools out that you want to hang there on the floor. Measure it with a piece of paper and a measuring tape for the width and the height. And aren't you tired of tripping over all those soccer balls, hockey sticks, and everything else rolling around the floor every time you try to unload the groceries from the car? Put an end to it. Use some mesh bags for all those balls and wire bins for all the other equipment. There are some things on Amazon for under $12. Try an over-the-door plastic shoe holder for sneakers, golf shoes, tennis sweatbands, and all those other small items. Oh, another thing. Designate recycling and donation bins. Get rid of things during the spring. Makes it feel like a fresh start. So make sure you have enough containers to corral all your castaways. Many donation locations like Salvation Army and Goodwill are not accepting items at this time. So designate a spot in your garage that you can hold all of these items, and you'll know exactly where they are when the time is right. Don't forget to make a list for tax purposes. If you're interested in all things related to home, family, real estate, and the Fox Valley area, you need to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you on the next one. God bless.